an incredible historical reference piece about the New Wave Comics era of the 1980s. And also some really good comics in here. And hello everyone, it is Tom, it's FANzine Live. We are looking at classic zines today. When I say zines, plural, I mean zines, plural. We are looking at NEWAVE, the underground mini comics of the 1980s. This is a book that was edited by the late Michael Dowers. It was published by Fantagraphics Books, and holy cow. This little hardcover, and when I say little, it is basically mini comic sized, quarter page, folded over. It's mini comic size. This bugger is huge. Dowers actually did a number of these books, but I'm going to go right to the back page and see if I can get you 888 pages, not counting these last couple. So you're looking at about 890 pages. The thing I love about this book is that even for a yutz like me, who thinks he knows a lot about the 1980s, I lived through the 1980s mini comic revolution. I was part of the small press comics explosion revolution. There's so much that I don't know. And that goes for the zine world of today as well. Many of these communities were sometimes geographically centralized, or they were perhaps working off of APA mailing list or another zine subscription list. And so you had communities. It was like a big Venn diagram. And very rarely did things overlap. Did communities overlap? One area where they did, however, was with Small Press Comics Explosion and some of the other really big name news zines, review zines. That's how I got to know some of these people, and I'll even share with you. I'll go straight to the top. Steve Willis. And Steve, of course, is the creator of Morty the Dog, Collected Cranium Frenzy, and Steve gave me this. He's got his books put in here. This is a great collection because it not only has people that I know of, it has a bunch of people I have never heard of. And I now have a chance to get even better and better understanding of the history of underground mini comics, the community in which I inhabited but didn't know as many people as I could. It's just incredible. Dowers did amazing work putting this together. And he starts with Tom Hosier. Purple Warp was his first mini comic, and he did it in August of 1972. And so we're starting all the way back then. And I have to warn you folks, if you're interested in getting a copy of this, and I'll try to find a way to get you some information. They have this available secondhand on the likes of eBay and the like. The underground mini comics of the day, there was some violence, drug use and sex. It's in here. I would suggest for those who are squeamish about such matters, don't get this book. If you're interested in just learning about the work of cartooning back then and of mini comic creation back then, and really as a prelude to what zines are now, there's some great stuff in here. So let's take a look. I'm only a little bit in. I've been reading about Clay Geertz from Comics World and Comics Wave. Clay has passed on, but he was very influential in Steve Willis getting going. In fact, I believe one of the Collected Cranium Frenzies is dedicated to Steve, or dedicated to Clay. There is a New Wave manifesto. I just think this is really fascinating, but the cartooning is all over the place. It goes everywhere. The reproduction is really good. I'm not sure that it looks to me like, as you get the ruler out again, on this side, the top border is right around 1/4 of an inch, and over here, it's a little over 1/8 of an inch. So it's a little bit off kilter, but because the books, or because the pages generally don't have bleeds, it doesn't really matter. That's got to be Brad Foster. Yep, Brad Foster. Been doing it for a long time. Anyway, this is a great book. If you're interested in learning about the underground mini comics of the 1980s, pick up a copy of New Wave. There are a couple other books that Fantagraphics did that I will share with you here. I have not had a chance to fully read these either, but we'll put New Wave over here. They also did the Treasury of mini comics. Not quite as thick as New Wave. Dowers, I believe, yep, he edited these as well. And again, you can see it's a lot of the same style. I think I just saw Tim Corrigan in here. I just saw Matt Fuzel too. Little cynical man for you. So a lot of characters and a lot of creators who you've seen before or may have heard of before. This is a place where you can get these books, and you can get all of them and get a real sense of what was being created back in the 1980s. New Wave, Underground Mini Comics of the 1980s, edited by Michael Dowers, published by Fantagraphics. Obviously out of print. It's been out of print for a while. We were able to share it with you today on FANzine Live, Classic Zines video. Let me know what you think about this. Do you have many mini comics from this era? And if so, who are your favorites? Who would you like to read more about? And I didn't even tell you about all the interviews that are in here. The likes of Rick Bradford and Bruce Crislip offering up interviews with these creators. Amazing historical piece. So yeah, leave a comment, like the video if you're so inclined, and don't forget, of course, to subscribe to the channel and tell your friends, because the more people who learn that there are authoritative reference pieces like this, and really fantastic hardcover anthologies of mini comics. I mean, who wouldn't want to benefit from that? Thank you so much for watching, everybody. This has been Tom. This is FANzine Live. I will catch you next time.